Hey folks, it's Jang here from jangbricks.com with a look at the Bloks Halo Wireless RC Attack Mantis set. This officially comes with 120 pieces. The first thing I gotta talk about here has to be size and scale. This is a regular minifigure that's included here, and we'll take a closer look at that later on, but look at the difference in scale between these. I mean, this is an enormous Mantis. It's almost 10 inches tall and has quite a good bit of width. I say the proportions of it are pretty good. The overall design, the overall look, you know, it's got a kind of Arctic color scheme to it, which is something a little bit different, but I think it looks okay. You know, it's mostly the shape that you want out of this thing. It's kind of unique to the style of the Mantis. Look at it in comparison to the original Mantis set from Bloks. You see, it just completely towers over it. It's like a mega Mantis, like a super Mantis. But there's something that's not so super about this new one, and that is the whole process of building it. I mentioned only 120 pieces for this big old thing because most of it is pre-built. Most of it is just large specialized pieces, and because it's actually electronic, they want you to not get into the battery compartments too far and all the electronics and stuff. So all of this up here, for the most part, almost all of this, and all this down here is all one pre-made assembly. Looking at it up more closely, you can see that there are a handful of small pieces that are added on. Like you put these on, you put some of the details on the top, you put the little belts coming around, the ammo belts coming around the side. All this is pre-attached, all this is pre-attached. The rockets, well, there's one piece right there. You put on the rockets, you have to insert those yourself. And yes, these are the same rockets that have been used before with the Wolverine set. So if you already have a Wolverine or two, you can have extra ammo for the thing. Again, a few small details, but most of the leg, believe it or not, all this from here, to here, down to here, and here all the way down to here is mostly one piece with just a few small pieces added on to the outside. And then the feet are pretty much pre-made. There are two pieces that you add right here between the toes. And other than that, it's all just a pre-made thing. So it's not so much of an assembly toy. It's not so much of a construction toy this time around. Though there are studs all over it that you can add things to if you want to customize this up. Now let's get to the really cool stuff, the main features here, the electronic stuff, the wireless control. You put 3 AAA batteries into this lower stalk here. They load in from the bottom. You need a Phillips head screwdriver to put those in there. And then you put 2 AAAs into this controller that's kind of made to look like an Xbox controller. So that's a cool idea they used there. These little buttons, these colored bits, you can put on there yourself. Those are actually separate little bits, and they're interesting pieces because they have no stud on the top. It's just a nice little rounded bit on the top. I actually liked that little bit of detail, and they give you studs here that you can use to attach to things. As you use it, you'll see the center light comes on. It actually has a UNSC logo going over it. There are no no triggers, no bumper buttons or anything like that. To turn this on, there's a switch on the back of it that you just slide to the side, and nothing happens when you turn it on. To bring it to life, push the button on the front, which is nicely hidden right there, and that'll give you some sounds. So that's a warning that this thing is active and ready to move out. So you use the controls over on the left to control the head of the thing, and you can turn it side to side. Has a little bit of sound associated with that. And you can also go up and down. You see, it's very, very responsive. That's the full range of motion. And you can have it down or up all the way to the sides. And you can just push down on the button very slightly, just for a brief moment. It's very digital controls on, off. So you can kind of go to the in-between spots, but you have to be fast with it. Then you get some other lights and sounds. The equivalent of the A button down here operates the machine gun on the side. The blue X style button gives you the headlights on and off. The yellow or Y button gives you the sound of stomping, though not the actual movement. And lastly, the red or B button will actually fire the rockets one at a time. Alternately, you can hold down the red button and it'll fire off the full volley. I really like the inclusion of that reloading sound afterwards. On the negative side, in single fire mode, the rocket launcher doesn't always do what it's supposed to do. It will sometimes give you the wrong number of sounds or the wrong number of shots per press of the button. Also, entirely too frequently when you're messing around with moving the head left to right, it'll get into a situation where it'll get stuck. It's a known problem, so well known that they gave you a whole sheet of instructions in the thing in different languages to let you know that if that happens, or rather when that happens, you just have to turn the head of the thing manually a little bit and then it'll work again. Unfortunately, in my testing, that problem did pop up very, very frequently, and the only way to consistently and reliably avoid it is to not move the head all the way to the side. Stick to smaller movements and try not to go all the way as far as it can go. The figure included with this set is an officially named, licensed Master Chief. It's the real deal, but it's a new variant of him because it has a new color. It's dark green, but it's metallic dark green, and it's very dark in the green. It doesn't really show up all that much color unless you're in the right light, but the level of the metal flake that they put in there is perfect. It doesn't look toyishly shiny, but it definitely looks just a little bit metallic. It's really good. In my opinion, this is the best version of Master Chief that's been made to date. Obviously, it is a Halo 4 variant with the updated 343 era, post-stasis upgrade version of the Mark 6 armor. Though the Mantis is huge and the figure is normal sized, this is designed to actually hold him in there. He just drops right in, doesn't use any studs or peg connections or anything, just sits right in there. Really just shows you the scale of the thing and closes up right over him. So overall, I think this is a very fun toy for kids. I don't think that it's going to be very desirable for collectors. It's definitely nothing when it comes to a building experience as a construction toy, though if you do already have Mega Bloks stuff from other sets and such, it will definitely be cool to be able to customize this thing and kind of boost up its power by just adding extra guns and other things onto it, customize the look of it, so that's a good thing. But it just doesn't really fit in with the rest of the Mega Bloks Halo line. You've seen how it works, you've heard my thoughts about it, now it is your turn to give your thoughts, to share your thoughts down in the comments section. If you would like, it would be very much appreciated. It's always good to see what different people think from different perspectives. Also, please be sure to hit thumbs down or thumbs up on the video, whichever you prefer, and stick around for more videos from me because more are always on the way. I'll be talking to you again soon.